what it is. Want to welcome you down to Wayvy Grayvy. You are on the main show with Daryl, Edmund, Oathbreaker Co. How you guys doing? You know, just fresh from Chinese New Year. Hope you guys ate a lot of oranges, had a lot of ang pao. Got money? Please share with me. And back to the main point of this actually, fuck all the ang paos, everything all lah. I am very happy to have my guest with me today. It's been a long time coming to actually have this awesome person here. This is Theresa Go over here. If you don't already know, she is a former Paralympic athlete, swimmer from Singapore, obviously. That's why she's with me right now. She held the world record for the SB4 50 meter and 200 meter sprints. And, it's no easy feat to hold world records for this. So, without further ado, put your hands together. Welcome, Theresa Go.
Do I put my hands together too?
Can also, I put mine together as well. Thank you so much. First off, thank you so much for coming down for the second time. Because I'll be straight with you. We recorded this. We recorded quite some time back, and some technical difficulties. So
that was a rehearsal lah, huh?
Okay, rehearsal.
Can lah.
Okay, awesome. So she knows the questions I'm gonna answer. You don't know the question, so just imagine that this is the first time this is happening. How's your Chinese New Year been?
Muted. Like, I think I really couldn't do much visiting, with all the restrictions, right? Yeah, but still ate a lot.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
No good lah.
Why?
I mean, after retiring, I think it's just really hard to find the discipline and energy to exercise.
Okay.
So when you eat so much, it's just not ideal lah.
Okay, I feel on that. Like, my last fight was in December 2019, and then supposed to fight middle last year, but COVID and everything. So I haven't fought for more than a year. And because
Rusty,
no fight, don't need to train. Just train eating only. Stomach, everything will get bigger.
Change sport lah. Competitive eating .
Yeah, I'll still lose.
Wow. You can't eat a lot.
I cannot eat a lot, and I'm so fat. I don't understand. I don't understand how this works.
Honestly, right? Have you seen the competitive eaters?
Yeah.
They're so fit . They're muscular and toned, right? And they go to gym probably more than some other athletes.
I don't know how they do
It's
it.
training of the stomachs.
Train the stomach.
Can one.
My stomach hasn't been trained for anything, man. Shit. But I will look into this competitive eating.
Let me know. I might join you.
Okay, sweet. On.
Team.
We team it up, and then we eat all that shit, and then we still don't get fat. It's fucking awesome. Anyway, everybody knows about the Olympics. Not many people are well aware of the Paralympics. So they only know Olympics and Paralympics, but in terms of setup, marketing, are there any differences to it, or
I think there are, for several reasons. The Olympics has been around for longer lah. And then the Paralympics, I think 1964. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. But then I think just because it is still not made up of able-bodied people, I think it's all disabled athletes, right? So then there's a little bit of that stereotype, there's disparity in how they view us already. So I think the way they market Paralympic events is different and has kind of changed over the years still.
Okay.
And because it's relatively new, I think, so the way they market or publicize is also changing. So before, I would say, I've been to 4 Paralympic Games. I've been to Athens 2004, and the next 4 games, 2008 Beijing, 2012 London, and 2016 Rio.
shit.
So all of them were also very different, like the way they marketed and publicized events, right? In 2004, I remember, even in Singapore, I don't think it was really well known. Like, people maybe heard a little bit about what Paralympic sports were. Maybe some people thought it was the same as Special Olympics. It's quite confusing, I would admit.
Yes, actually that's true. Some people actually think it's the same
It's the
thing.
same, right? Yeah, because there's Olympics, there's Special Olympics, then there's Paralympics. So I think Special Olympics, the difference is that everybody's kind of a winner. They do have top 3. They give top 3, but then also everybody else does get a medal lah.
Okay.
So in that sense, it's a little bit less competitive.
All right.
Because the goal of Special Olympics is also different, is to make sure that everybody feels included and feels like they're a winner lah, So for Paralympic sport, it's a bit more on par, and the para actually means parallel. so parallel to the Olympics. Intention is there lah, but hasn't really been met yet. So in 2004, right, it was I think relatively still unknown lah, I would feel. I feel like people still didn't really know what it's about. 2008 was when we got our first Paralympic gold, Singapore, my teammate. And I think a couple other medals were won that time. So then with medals and how Singapore is, right?
Obviously, yes.
You know, you get medals equals you get more recognition.
Sorry, don't get medal, don't get recognition.
It's like that. It's really like that. It's like it's very unfortunate, right? And it's so deep in our system. You know, everything is like that. You have to get some kind of success or
you
their
have to get
version.
a reward. You have to win something for you to get recognition.
To be seen as successful, right? Otherwise you're just seen as everybody else lah.
It's
you know?
normal fella.
Yeah. Then I think that's not fair lah. But so 2008 there was more recognition. People are like, okay, you know, there's more to be seen, and I think also because China is so like they're so perfectionist in the way they do things, right? It was like everything was so grand, and I think the publicity was also pretty good over there.
Okay.
But then came London, right, and it was a whole new level because then they came out with this whole we are the superhumans campaign, something like that. So like even when you're talking about able-bodied or disabled people, like even just talking about the spectrum of how people view disabled people is also so different because they either see us as, if you are regular disabled people, they see I would say us as a term of disabled people as pathetic or petite or cannot do anything, and then when you bring it to the other extreme, it's like we're superhuman. So it feels like we cannot be regular.
Yeah, that's like why can't you anyway, right?
Yeah, it's like it's so complicated sometimes because it feels like you can like regular able-bodied people can only see disabled people as either to be pitied or to be looked up to.
Why can't you just be like everyone else?
Yeah, so it's very strange, you know.
Still people also. Fuck. See by these fuckers.
I mean, easy to say like that lah, but then like somehow it's not easy to understand. I don't know. I
guess their upbringing also lah. These fuckers. And parents are like fuck.
I think it's also public campaigns, you know, the way people like it's really very small things like the way they do advertisements, the way you see people on wheelchairs or with disabilities in movies or TV, how do you portray them? All these small things will add up because people will view them and grow up with that image, right?
It's all programmed into their mind already, into the head.
And without even really thinking about it, and then when you grow up you realize, I shouldn't be thinking like that, and then you have to reprogram again. So I mean what was I saying, London was really good because they like pretty much was on par with the able-bodied campaign. Like everybody in London knew about Paralympics.
Okay.
Beijing was a bit different. Everybody knew there were banners, but then it wasn't like a proper like public campaign. Like the people in the streets didn't really give a shit lah. Like it was just like a part of it. And then came Rio, which was also very different because they were dealing with their own shit lah, you know, the whole country. And then when we looked out from the Paralympic village, which is quite high up, you can look down and you can see a few like favelas and poor regions, and it felt really strange you know, because you're here like you want to do your best, but then you're like, am I doing something that's causing more harm than good, you know?
It's like two different worlds
very, very different. So it was strange. And I think by the time Rio came around, we had already in Singapore gotten to the point where I think most people knew what Paralympic Games were, who their Paralympians were. So it was a bit different, but then there was also still that whole that discussion about the monetary awards.
Okay.
Because like for Olympic medal, gold medal in Singapore, you get $1 million, but for a Paralympic gold medal, you get 200K. I think. Yeah, it's already increased from 100K, I think. So it was actually
what the fuck?
No, so their rationale, which to most people makes sense, is that there's lesser competitors. But then that's not how you determine whether it's competitive or not. What? Like, I mean, the way I compare is like if in able-bodied Olympic sport, right, if you have a badminton player, like the whole, like count all the badminton players, you count all the swimmers, If they're not the same, then what? Should the swimmers get more?
Yeah, if you're based on the fucking amount of competitors, then you should do a formula and average.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got 50 and then you get this much.
Yeah.
If the total amount of 20, well, what the
Then you have formulas lah, right? Not
fucked up, they all.
honestly, it's just a bullshit way of saying that we don't think you are seen as equal lah. We don't think
I really
yeah.
did not expect. In my mind was, Olympics is the highest tier you can go for sports. So I would have assumed that be it Olympics, Paralympics, it's still the highest form. You get paid the same amount.
No lah. So I think that's the thing that has been I guess discussed or fought for in the last however many years lah. And at first I think for me it really didn't really matter. Because I thought it was being too confrontational, or like I didn't really, it wasn't really the forefront of my mind lah. But then after that, later realizing that if I don't confront or don't tackle the topic, then it will never be something that they will want to talk about, because then they'll be like, if even the people who are getting the money don't care about it, then why should we,
Exactly.
So then I started, I think, talking more about it, more bluntly about it lah, in the media. Then I think I hope it was appreciated. Like, I think honestly it's always, I hope, appreciated. Like, I think
should always be appreciated.
Yeah, I think it's always very strange because they always, I always feel like they are walking on eggshells when they're talking about money, right? And then when they talk about taboo topics or things that maybe are not often talked about, especially when they're talking about comparisons, and then they don't want to step on people's toes, then it's even harder to talk about, So, I mean, they haven't changed it, it already rose from 100k to 200k, but it's not equal lah. And even when we are talking about the disparity, I also mentioned that it's not that I want the Paralympic gold money to be like the same, like $1 million. You can bring the million down to 200k. I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah.
The issue isn't the money amount, really. It's the inequality.
Yeah.
So I said just bring the money down lah, 200k.
Yeah, but fucking Singapore making so much money.
I mean, okay, they'll say that not many gold medalists who are Olympic gold medalists lah. There's only one, right? But there's also only one Paralympic gold medalist, what?
Yeah, but like, fuck y'all, I legit didn't know.
Yeah, it's not something that I think they would want to raise too much.
Fuck them, now we all know. Fucking hell. Alright, thanks. I mean, I like how we got from explaining how the promoting was done and now
we went
and now people know fucking cheapskate. Is it government or sports council?
Oh, wow. I think it's from Totbot, I think. I really don't know.
I don't give a fuck about them because pro boxing fuckers don't pay me, so you're fucking cheapskate fucks.
I don't know who gets to decide. That's the problem, I have no idea where to really direct the level of upset, because I don't know who's the one deciding. But yeah lah. So there's a few people who feel different. Some athletes, I believe, feel like that disabled athletes shouldn't receive the same amount. I'm pretty sure.
Well, fuck then they are not athletes. Because if you are a true athlete, then you would know the amount of grit, the amount of grinding you need to do, be it if you're disabled or not, you still need to put in the work.
Yeah, I mean, the issue also is that if we get the same amount, it's not taking anything away from you guys, what?
Yeah, what the fuck, what? You all get 1 million, they get less. Like,
the root of it is just that they don't think that we are equal, or don't think that we are seen as real athletes, so then we shouldn't receive that amount. I believe so lah. Yeah.
Fuck all of them, full of shit. Okay, I mean, I'm glad that you brought this up. Whoever is hearing, at least they know what the fuck is going on. Well, shit. Moving on. Before we flip tables on some people who step on some people's toes, I'll bring you in the first song that we're featuring is by a rock duo. The band is called Future Radio. They've been kicking in quite a few new songs, and one of this right now is a song entitled Break Us. So check these guys out. The song is called Break Us by Future Radio. Check it out. Peace.
Now that the time has come, it seems I can't let go. came, and what's left of me was all this fighting in vain. I'm feeling numb from the pain. What do you want from us? Or am I just a game? All I wanted was trust. I thought you felt the same. Now our future is scarred, and all our plans in the wind. My emotions are jarred, and I can't leave this behind. Get out of my mind.
Boom, welcome back. That was Future Radio with their song. Shit, I have a very bad memory. Break Us. Hope you guys like that. Give the guys a follow on Spotify. I will not stop and re-record this. Someone is shaking a head over there. I am human. I make mistakes. But check those guys out. They're gonna be something in the future. Future Radio. So they got that going for them. So, Theresa, as someone who has competed in the highest level of the competition, obviously a lot of sacrifices must have been. You have made a lot of sacrifices. Personally, when I go and fight, make a lot of sacrifices to train. I skip nights out, keep a lot of eating. Just to train, clock in the hours. So what are some of the few things that you had to sacrifice to get to where you were?
I think similar to you, a lot of nights out, a lot of food, but I didn't really see it as a sacrifice. I saw it more like a trade-off, like I had to occasionally kind of remind myself why I was doing this. I was swimming competitively for 20 years, and for sure there were times I just was not sure lah. And those were the times when I would be tempted to just kind of just go out lah, just stay up late, just eat what I want to eat. But I think ultimately you have to remember, or I had to remember, that at the end of it there was a goal in mind, and if I got to that point and had any regrets, there's nothing I can do about it.
Fair
like
enough.
it's gonna get to that point and be like, I should have, could have, but then it's already passed. So I think I tried as much as I could lah to remember why I was doing all this,
Okay.
So sacrifices not really seen as sacrifices, more of like trade-offs lah.
Yeah, I guess the mentality is there. So if the way you look at it, if you look at sacrifices, personally for me, I don't like to train lah. You can tell, you can look at this, but I gotta get it done. So you look at sacrifices, but then I guess that's why you were there and I'm still here.
I think it's words,
you
right?
look at it differently. Your mental view of it. You look at it as a trade-off. You trade this for this. If you look at it that way, then yeah, I think think more people will be more motivated to get that as opposed to, sacrifice.
I think it's about perspective, right?
That was the word I was trying to get. Mental. Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, that's the word.
Perspective. Yeah, I think it's about just how you view it lah. If you see it as something that I don't want to do it, and then to be honest, with something that was the way I thought for many years lah. When I think so. I've been to 4 games, right? And the second game was the one that I was supposed to get a medal in. But I missed out by a touch, less than a second. And I think that really affected me for many, many years after that. And I believe it's also because of my perspective of how I viewed training, how I viewed the whole thing, how I viewed swimming. So I took that time to reframe and then change how I viewed swimming,
Okay.
I didn't really love swimming before up to that point. Like up to Beijing, I was like, I'm doing this just because I have to. Didn't really love my sport. Training was a drag. I was never really excited to go. When I got to the diving block to start, it was more of let's get this over and done with, and then it was a huge amount of reframing, a huge amount of perspective changing. And then once I got to Rio, it was so different. I was excited to go for training. I was happy. I was laughing at training. My coach was always posting Facebook posts of us laughing in the water while we are going through hard sets. And it was just like, the way you view training, the way you arrive at training, it's also different. And when I got to the race day, I was excited to swim, which was something that I don't think I often feel. So I think for me, or I also think it's also still up to personal preference, or how you do things. Everyone's different, right? For me, I found out that I do things better when I'm happy, or when I want to do it. It makes things a lot easier lah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the perspective is very important, I guess. So I mean, there's 2 different views of how you see this. You sacrifice and you trade off. So
Both can work, right?
Yeah, it depends on the individual, I guess. Whatever works best for you, I think. But I think the trade-off would have worked better for me.
It's not too late.
Yeah, still got fights coming up, but I need to trade off all this binge eating now for a fight that I don't know when it's gonna happen. Oh well, we do what we need to do.
Yeah.
And also a thing that's been going through my mind. I talked to a few of my friends that whenever you compete in games or in any event, it's always when you win, then there's all the attention, the glory and anything. But if you don't, then you're just another guy in the room. So when you win, you get all the he's trained so much, he did this, he did that, wow,
he's a champion.
And then when you don't win, you're like, whatever. But then they discount
everything.
All the you've done the same shit, but then compared to person, the only difference was he won. But and you're still saying he put in X amount of hours, but you did the same thing. So it still goes on in Singapore, right? This shit.
Oh my god, it's so prevalent here, and I think it's like his hard work's only validated once he's successful. I think that's the case. With so many things lah, whether it's O-level grades or medals. I think I definitely felt that way, or I felt it a lot more before I got my medal. And it's such an irony, I think, because before Rio, I hadn't gotten my medal yet, my Paralympic medal. I gotten tons of other medals, gotten world records. That means like I was at top of the table, right? Top of the games. But still was never seen as successful as compared to when I got my Rio medal.
You need a piece of metal lah.
It just needed to show people I deserve the recognition, which is so strange, right? Like, I feel like after that, only then people started paying more attention to me, I think. Only because of that piece of like metal, and it's strange for me also to say that whenever I say that it should not matter, because the only reason they are listening to me say that it doesn't matter is because I have that. It's like
I get what you mean.
So I think it's just about trying to change mindsets from within. Trying to change coaches' mindsets. My coach was never one to say, go in and get that medal. He was always the one to say, do your best, be faster than who you were like last year or stuff like that. It was always competing against yourself, you know. And then there's always the coaches who's like, don't care what you do, just get the top, you know, that kind.
Like once again, perspective, different way of looking at it.
Yeah.
But you gotta see. I guess you gotta see which works for your athlete.
Yeah, I think it's that, and also the how harmful it is, lah. You know, because in the end, if they're only capable, let's say, of a third place finish, and they have put in 100%, like there's nothing more to give, then if they can only ever achieve a third placing, and then you always tell them to get gold, or you tell them that gold is the only important medal, then what are they going to grow up thinking? That they're always inadequate, you know?
Yeah, that is true. You have that point there, because I mean, no matter what, you gotta face it. Some people are never gonna get that goal. I mean, it's a hard pill to swallow, lah.
Yeah.
But you know, fuck all the shit that say, you know, if you do your best, you will get it. I mean,
sometimes you're just not gonna get it, and you gotta accept it. I think that was something I also accepted.
That's true.
Like I have long accepted that I can grow. The only way I can get the gold is if I grow another pair of limbs. You know, that works. And I think that's just the reality of it. I did my best. I did everything I could. It was the fastest timing I ever achieved, and I've never come close. And I got a bronze, and I'm completely happy with that, you know. But it's also because of my mindset change. Like, it was me actually believing 100% that I put in all I could. I did the best I could, and I'm happy with the outcome, you know. So I think that's something that maybe is something that needs to be changed from within, and to be told to athletes and reminded to them that they are adequate and whole without the medal.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people are not so much of paying attention to the journey, but it's just the end.
Yeah.
But then, you know, sometimes what makes the end is the journey. So you didn't pay attention to what happened, what went through and all. And yeah, so I guess society itself over here is still very driven towards
what's the end goal?
Accolades. You must have something, and then we acknowledge you.
I think it's very obviously seen by the way we reward our athletes. So like even the Olympic medal monetary award, it's $1 million carrot. But then, like, what I believe is that it doesn't really matter how much you give at the end. Like, it matters more on how much you give throughout. So like, support the athlete. I'm not saying they don't, you know, but I think there's still more that can be done to support the athlete on their journey to that Olympic medal. You know, whether it's gold, silver, bronze, or whether it's Olympic dream or just participating. Like, there's a lot more that can be done to build that up, rather than just focusing on, if you get there, here's the money for you, you know?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. It's I guess you get the million at the end, but the amount of support they give you getting there is not as much as maybe they should.
It could be, yeah.
It could be better,
yeah, it could be. I mean, I really cannot say, because for me, I think maybe the pathway is slightly different from an Olympic athlete's journey, perhaps. Just because the Disability Sport Council is not the same lah, you know. So
Okay.
there's going to be some differences along the way.
Fair enough.
But I mean, support wise, I have been receiving as sufficient support lah. I would believe. I don't think I was left out. I actually think a lot of things I was there at the right time. So I'm really lucky lah, you know.
Okay.
But there's always these stories, and you know, there's gonna be athletes who have fallen through the cracks, and then they could have had more support, had more financial support, you know, and ultimately it's the same in every world, whether it's sports or whether it's academics, right? If you start out with more financial background, like you're richer, you're gonna end up skipping a few steps.
That's true.
You know?
It's sad lah, but
Yeah,
Metallica say the best are sad but true.
Yeah, I mean, it's just money, you know.
You see the face. She knew it was a good one. But yeah, I mean, sad it is. The truth, it is what it is lah.
Yeah.
You got more money, life easier for you lah.
Exactly.
Somewhat to the
Sucks
extent. Well, you know, it's a wake up call for all the top people over there. And you know, I like to do things like this, which leads up to the next song, by solo artist Alicia Chandra. The song is titled "Help Wake Up." So check this one out. You know, Alicia's a up and coming artist. Her tracks are pretty nice, pretty chill, pretty cool. You know, something you want to listen to on a Sunday afternoon with a mojito. Have you drank mojito before?
Yeah, I think so. It's quite nice.
I never tried one. before.
Margarita.
Maybe I'll try one.
Yeah.
So yeah, grab a drink. This is Help Wake Up by Alicia Chandra. Check it out. Peace.
It's like I'm stuck between the frames of time. I'm not in the past, the present, or the future. It's like I'm frozen. Time ain't moving for me at all. It may sound a tad dramatic, but what to do? 'Cause all my life I've been wondering what to do. Wake up, then wonder why I woke up. Eat up to fill this empty void. I know that's a double meaning, but what's the point? Repeat till you're overjoyed, destroy or not. Wake up, then wonder why I woke up. Eat up to fill this empty void. I know that's a double meaning, but what's the point? Repeat till you're overjoyed, destroy or not. People are progressing, getting to where they wanna go. To their friends, their family, even their future goals. These people, they have interests that they can work towards. Sometimes I wish I had that going for me, yeah. 'Cause all my life I've been wondering what to do. Now I just wake up, then wonder why I woke up. Eat up to fill this empty void. I know there's a double meaning, but what's the point? Repeat till you're overjoyed, destroy or not. Wake up, then wonder why I woke up. Eat up to fill this empty void. I know there's a double meaning, but what's the point? Repeat till you're overjoyed, destroy or not. Pattern was destined to go down multiple forks in a row. From start to finish, I'm so frustrated, 'cause I can never see the end, no. I feel lost inside, but then everyone's thinking I'm just doing perfectly. Wait till they hear that I've been winging it all along. So now I'm just wondering what to do. 'Cause all my life I've been wondering what to do. Wake up, then wonder why I woke up. Eat up to fill this empty void. I know there's a
That was Help Wake Up by Alicia Chandra. Hope you guys like that song. You know the deal. Give her a follow. You got her Instagram details, her Spotify details, all in the description below. You know you gotta do that because she deserves it. And you know, talking about athletes, Theresa, you're an athlete, I'm an athlete, and a lot of people also when they're doing a sport, you know, when that's time to flip the switch, get to the get go. There's always this phrase, this mantra that a lot of athletes have, and so what do you say to yourself, you know, when you're just about to start the race? Do they shoot the gun? For
It's
y'all?
like a horn.
Yeah,
like
so you know,
bam.
just before that horn, is there anything you tell yourself, like any to really rile you up, rather than just watching some of the local TikTokers, I don't know, to really piss you off? Anyway, yes.
For many years, I think it was very simple. No matter what, you know, you just keep doing what I'm doing. But I think that was after a while just too general. That's why it never really stuck in my mind, you know. So I think something that I remember was before Rio. So it was, I think, 6 months. I had surgery before I went back to like train properly for Rio.
What surgery?
I had shoulder surgery.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was just
man.
it was horrible, you know, and I knew that I needed to have it done, otherwise I wouldn't be able to put in 100%, right? So then I had surgery, I had rehab, I had all that physiotherapy stuff, and then went back to training. And it was so hard because, you know, that inertia, you know, that having to start again after you, I think it was, I was out for like 3 months. And so that I needed a lot of motivation lah, you know, to get back into it and to push past pain and stuff like that. So I remember just one of the training camps before we went to Rio. It was the first day, if I'm not wrong, the first day of training camp, and usually you go there, you just kind of easy swim, right? Like easy training just to get used to the environment and stuff like that. But my coach decided to do something different. You know, he decided that, okay, this is the day we're gonna give you a hard set. You know, just landed, just got there, but whatever, hard set. So I remember it was a very significant moment for me because I can still even remember doing that hard set, feeling a lot of like lactic acid in my arms, but also thinking to myself, if I don't push past this, if I don't enjoy what I'm doing or the pain even, then how am I supposed to get to the next level, right? So then I began to tell myself to love the pain, and like every little bit of lactic acid I was feeling more and more, I was embracing, and so it actually worked. So I really like I was pushing harder, I was going faster, I was feeling a lot of pain in my arms, but I was actually loving the pain, you know. And so that helped me for the next however long I needed before I got to the race day, you know. And I'm pretty sure that if I had not, like, if I had stumbled on that moment, I wouldn't have gotten my medal. Yeah.
Yeah, love the pain. I mean, I can relate to that. You know, like when I train as well, and it after a while, you kind of enjoy, you kind of like the pain.
Yeah.
It's kind of welcoming.
The soreness, right?
Yeah, man. It's like when you're doing it, and the pain comes in, like, and then you start, hey, fuck yeah.
Like
And then you get your second win and shit.
Yeah.
You know, and personally, like I think, I don't know about you, but if you guys are there, you train and what have you, right? So let's say you're doing your push-ups, you know, you're doing a set. When you start to feel the pain coming in, don't stop. Let the pain come and still continue, and then you will realize that it actually feels good.
That pain is nothing. Yeah. I think a lot of people stop after that first ache.
It's
the sore,
like you
right?
want that pain to come. If you actually hang on a little bit longer and more or less embrace the pain, you actually find out that you actually get a new kind of high.
Yeah. And then the next time you do it the same way, it doesn't hurt anymore. Or hurts less.
Yeah, man. But then you come to a point where you don't stop when there's the pain.
Yeah.
Because usually a lot of people, even as a coach, you know, when I teach, I see a lot of people, like, I know they can do more, but they just stop when I know the pain is coming. But if you only continue a little bit, it's like you do planks. Alright, you know you're gonna break, but instead of that, just like, okay, 3 more seconds,
Yeah.
and then when you reach the 3 seconds, you're like, hey, fuck, I'm here.
Yeah. I
Okay,
could
another
have.
5 more seconds, another
Yeah.
5 more seconds. You know, it's just you need to fight through the pain. I guess it's here.
It's
So
a mental barrier, yeah.
you need to
for
love
sure.
the pain.
Yeah.
It's a very nice, very nice quote.
Thanks.
To get to you. I appreciate
You
that.
can take it. You can use it.
I'm still pretty happy with mine. You know, it's nothing gets me more up and running for a fight when I'm in, facing your opponent, referee gives you instructions, you go back. I'm still afraid. I still don't want to fight. The minute I hear that bell, fuck it lah, let's go lah. That's all that goes in my head. Fuck it.
I think that works.
I know it literally happens in all my fights. Like it's very scary. No matter how, I could be fighting the same guy again. There's so much fear and all. But as soon as we touch gloves, go back to my corner, I'm like, hey, shit, I want to go out already. Like, I shouldn't be here. And then I hear that bell, fuck it, let's go lah.
It's a kind of a conditioning also, isn't it? Like, you hear the bell and you're like, I just go lah.
Yeah, like, fuck lah, whatever lah, go lah, you hit me, I hit you lah. But, it worked. But I guess I could use the love the pain for when I'm in my camp.
For training, yeah.
I remember to love the pain. And, at the end of the day, when we're talking about living the pain, you're doing all your, you've done your part for the community, you've served your time, you've got all those records and all. But, at the end of the day, what do you want to be remembered as? When it comes to the local athlete scene, when people mention the name Theresa go, what do you want them to
think of?
Yeah.
Honestly, I just want to be remembered as a kind person lah. I want people to remember me by I guess how I made them feel, good feelings, hopefully. I really couldn't be bothered with my sporting accolades or achievements because I don't think that is what makes me. I think I would definitely be more appreciative of if people remembered me by how kind I was.
Okay. Yeah. Like but kind in like in what way? Like
helpful, or like if they needed anything they could have come to me. I guess this good feelings, positive
you're
feelings.
one of those people lah. Because I know a few athletes here and there.
Yeah.
You need help, they fucking don't help you. They're like, fuck lah, I go do it yourself. I hate people like that.
Depends lah. Sometimes they can be very busy.
No, you know they're not busy. You know this fucker's not busy. Like personally for me, people ask help, I'll definitely help them. Like, okay, so I get you, I get where you're coming from, and it's very, very hard to find people like that, man. And so it's very hard to find people like Theresa.
I think it's more. Thank you. I think it's more worthwhile lah for me to live life like that rather than chasing achievement after achievements.
Yeah, but it's different as well because more often than not, I mean, an athlete, when you ask them what they want to remember as, they want to be remembered as the athlete, the person who did this, the person who did that, the person who won this world record, and also it's very rare to find someone who wants to be remembered for something not related to the achievement, but more as a human being, as a person. So I think that's very rare, and that's I would say top man for that, but what I mean,
top person.
Like I said, Key and Peele had this very, very nice. If I had a hat, I'd tip it away right now. I do that. So it's very respectful.
I love Key and Peele.
Yeah, no, I love them as well. Although I think Keegan is the bald guy, right?
I think so. Who's the other one?
D. Jordan or something, right?
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, I think the bald guy is funnier.
Yeah. The taller one?
Yeah, the taller one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's funnier. Who do you prefer?
I tried playing a few clips, but then she didn't really enjoy it.
You're no friend, no.
I was just saying the ball funnier because you're bald.
Exactly, about
got a
resemblance. So okay. So remember, it's nice to know. I mean, top tier athlete, but at the end of the day, she wants to be remembered as a human being, someone who's kind and helping people. So I think it's very rare, and yeah, mad respect to you. And with that said, I'd like to move on to the next song. Talking about mad respect to this current band I'm gonna play. Evil Singing Pandas. I always play their tracks. Remy, Rex, shout out to you guys, top people. And I understand that as we're speaking now, Evil Singing Pandas will be rebranding their name. So if you can go to their group page on Facebook, there is a poll, and you can vote for there's a few names out there. You can put in your own names. Remy is cool with that. It's until, what's the date today? 20th. It's until the 26th of Feb that we're holding the poll. So you can go and check out. Add in cool new names. You know, they're open to looking out for that new creative name for Evil Singing Pandas.
Why are they changing the name?
Remy, I don't know if Remy wants people to know, but it's a pretty legit reason. And I mad respect to him for wanting to change it because of that. You know, they've already built a reputation, Evil Singing Pandas up to now. And anyway, go Evil Singing Pandas, like, fuck, I know these guys. But he is willing to change the name because of this particular reason. I know maybe Remy will tell you guys out there, but you know, like I said, mad respect to these guys. So the song I'm going to play for you guys is Fall of the Giant, featuring Lang or Lang. I do apologize, Laang. You know, it's fucking awesome musician. So without further ado, Evil Singing Pandas for now with their song Fall of the Giant. Peace. evil singing Pandas, Fall of the Giant. Fucking awesome shit. Check them out. Theresa.
Yes.
So, Paralympics, and then I know you're an advocate for many causes, the LGBTQ, persons with disabilities, and animals and all. But one thing I want to talk about is the LGBTQ community, because a lot of people out there, when you mention LGBTQ, they see the rainbow flag, they see pink dot, and then they see very flamboyant people. So it is more than just that, obviously. And if you could, it would be a nice time to enlighten the people out there about this group of people that they see.
I think with whether it's LGBTQ community or persons with disabilities, I think we just really want the same thing. It's to be seen as a regular person lah. To be given the same rights, to be able to go through life the same way an able-bodied heterosexual person can, essentially lah. I think a lot of times just that label of whether you're gay or bi or whatever is already an indicator for somebody to be able to discriminate against you. And then for people with disabilities, for me, like just the very visible sign of the wheelchair is already something that can be used against me. They see wheelchair, they see, oh, you sure you can do this, you sure you can do that. It's always a very like instant thing. So I think with those two communities, there's always that thing in common. People see, people judge, people discriminate. Like it's also the same with race, I guess. And I think everything that, all the causes that I guess I believe in and try and speak up for, are really for one goal. It's just to be able to be treated the same lah, to be given the same rights and to be seen as equal lah. However, kind of dreamlike that is at the moment. Yeah. For animals, different lah. Animals is, I just think that, I don't know, why do people support animals? It's because they also get abused.
Okay, yeah, the animal abuse part, I think I mean,
But it's a bit different lah, right?
we see a lot of that now that social media and shit, so a lot of videos come out about this, and I really think really poor things. I see some of the shit people do to animals, and yeah, I mean, I think it's good to have people out there. There's this cause to helping animals out.
I think it's the fact they don't have a voice lah, right? I think everything that we do is, or rather everything that I do or I feel like I speak up for is when I feel like that cause doesn't have enough of a voice. Then if I feel like I can lend a voice, then I do that. Yeah.
Fair enough, but yeah, I mean, like what you said lah. Be it like it boils down to the labeling for one. Everything is LGBTQ. Oh, you're lesbian, you're gay, or whatever, you're trans, but fuck, are still people, right?
Yeah. Like I think there's a very love-hate relationship with labels. Because sometimes you think, why do you have labels, But then at the same time, people can kind of erase you just by knowing if you're gay, okay, then that's just erase you from existence,
Yeah, I mean, that's true. The label's kind of fucked. But also, I mean, personally, I think sometimes there's also a few bad apples spawned in him.
Yeah.
It's not just only for all these causes, but everyone in general. It could be firefighters. There's a few bad apples that fuck firefighters up, But I guess this boils down to treating people as individuals.
Yeah, treating people
so,
with respect.
That the causes are that it's good that they have these causes, then you help people without a voice. But at the end of the day, I think people must understand that when they look at people, don't treat them according to how, don't segregate them to groups. We should just treat people as individuals.
With the same respect you give to
anyone out there.
Everybody lah.
So I think it's nice to be an advocate for these causes, and keep doing what you do. I mean, not many people do this, and also you have a full-time job. So I mean, how do you juggle all this? I think there's a lot of things on your plate. It's how do you find time?
I don't know. I don't think there's much that I honestly do for the advocate side. There's a lot of, for me lah, a lot of the social media advocacy. Sometimes I go out to speak at companies, but those are mostly to do with my own lived experiences as a queer person in Singapore who has a disability. But I mean, all these are also opportunities, right? To be able to share with people who may never come across somebody else like me, or who may never be able to understand what it is like to be gay or to be disabled in Singapore. I think those are all opportunities to kind of open their minds up and their eyes and to share stories lah. You know, I think stories are something people like to listen to.
Yeah, everyone likes a good story.
Yeah, like everything's about stories, right? So I think that's how people learn, and then you just stories lead to experiences and leads to them learning more about you, about some other culture that is not theirs, some other life. It could just be such a different, huge array of different topics that you just use stories to share.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, stories really help. Like in school or like in police, like NS, like they will always ask for stories. Like then they'll give you stories of experiences, and then you more or less from the story, then you try to you get a better idea of what they're actually talking about. Stories and
It's
experiences.
like relatable, and essentially it's what you're doing also, right? With this, you're just bringing more stories to light, and different people, different backgrounds, different experiences. Yeah, so I think every kind of opportunity to spread stories is a good thing.
I mean, spread the good ones though.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there spreading fucking shit as stories out there.
Yeah.
You know, I hope people get the good sauces. You know, Wayvy Grayvy is a good sauce. You know, you got to get some gravy over here. So I mean, but I think there's one thing that we would like people to take away from this particular part we talked about is, I guess, treat people as an individual. You know, don't, once again, labels. Labels are fucked. There could be plus points, but there are a lot of more negative points to labels, and also, you know, don't assume. You know, don't judge a book by its cover. I guess get to know people more. I mean, there are fuckers out there also lah, you know, so then they deserve to be whatever the fuck you want to call them, or whatever. But that, you know, you gotta get a chance to get to know people more.
Yeah. Learn some empathy. Remember that we all are humans and all deserve a form of respect.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. Remember that, people. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna bring up the next song for us. By very nice rapper, Singapore rapper. I love his name, Abang Sapau. I mean, I played one of his tracks for the first few episodes, and I'm bringing up another one for you. It's as usual, Abang Sapau has got very good grooves. This title of the song is called Buat Ape. I mean, it's in Malay. So Buat Ape means like what you do, or what do apa is what. So like, buat apa? What you doing? Betul siul. So anyway, Abang Sapau, this fucking nice track, Buat Ape. Check it out. Peace.
Trade conditions on August 2nd.
I found another company.
Got your guard up, so I was like stone veneer. You want everyone to listen, but you never hear. So tell me who the real king. Tell me who the real king. Tell me who the real one. Really, are you sinking? Tell me who the prodigy. I do not see what you see. I guess I think differently. I like you to disagree. I will not run when another man shines. I will not lick boots at the right time. I will stay true. I will stay true. I am not the man with numbers, but I am not you. Not the man with numbers. Not the man with numbers. Not the man with numbers, but I am not you. Not the man with numbers. Not
Bam! Buat Ape by Abang Sapau. Hope you guys like that song. You know, a man who raps with a sarong and wears slippers. Shit, that guy's got a lot of balls. I mean, I won't say any more of that. But moving on to a man who, you know, talking about sarong, slippers, joking, and what have you. What's an episode without Jeevan? You know, let me give this guy a call. A man with always new puns and I don't know, man. Let's see what he has
Today.
in store for us.
Hello?
My man, Jeevan, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm right. I'm here with Theresa Go.
What's up, Theresa? How's it going?
Hey, Jeevan. How are you?
Hey.
You have new
Good,
stuff
good.
for us today.
He always got
well,
new stuff.
You know, if they say laughter is the best medicine, you can call me Dr. Jeevan.
Ayo.
I'm all healed.
Okay,
Alright,
Dr. Jeevan, what have you got for us?
All right. Okay, you know what? Since CNY was just like, what, a week ago?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd do something about CNY.
Okay,
Right, so you guys ready?
Yeah.
let's go.
What is the difference between outlaws and in-laws?
What's the difference between outlaws and in-laws? Shit, do I
Mhm.
want to know?
You guys ready?
Yes.
One you can kill, one you cannot.
No. Well, at least outlaws are wanted.
Oh.
At least outlaws are wanted. Wow,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that was a good one, bro. That was fucking good.
Alright, okay. Now, why do bees have really sticky hair?
Bees have sticky hair, man.
Yeah, why do you think they have really sticky hair?
Hair.
Because they have beeswax.
Nah, because it's a honeycomb.
Oh no.
Honeycomb, fuck you lah.
Hey man.
That was really good.
Not bad, you're on a roll today, bro. Fuck.
What can I say? I mean, let's just keep the roll going, huh?
Shit, let's keep it going, bro.
Alright. So the other day, dude, my girlfriend, she drew her eyebrows too high. I said, babe, they're too high. She looked surprised, bro. She didn't believe it when I said that, you know? But
Oh, you fucker. You lucky you got no girlfriend, no, bro. Or do you already have one?
No, man. I'm single as a dollar and not looking to change.
After that joke, you think girls would really want to go with you, those who expect. So you probably get a girl who doesn't draw her eyebrows.
Nah, man. Probably not. Huh? Probably did a doll after this.
Wow, okay. Did a doll.
Alright. So, now, where do fishes go to sleep?
Where? I think I heard this one before.
Yeah, I know.
Where do fishes go to
Seabed.
God damn it.
Yeah.
No. They go to the riverbed actually, but seabed's close enough.
Yes.
Aww.
Different bed.
Okay lah, can lah. One
You stole my
water,
role.
one soil lah.
Keep going. That was okay.
Okay. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut?
Claustrophobic astro. Shit. Sounds familiar. No, man.
Well-
What about that guy?
Well, turns out he just needed a little space.
Fucker. Why didn't I see that one
Why?
coming?
Oh man. Alright. So, you guys ready? One more?
Let's do this. One more. Come on. You got time.
One more. Okay. Theresa, I really do hope you like dark humor, but here he goes. Dude, this dude in a wheelchair stole my jacket. You know what I said? You can hide, but you can't run.
Oh my god.
Wow, you fucker, you.
Hey man,
That's
dark
something
as
I
you
have
get.
to use.
Hey, she could find some way to use it, but fuck. Oh, he just fucking cut us off.
What?
Jeevan. Wow, fucker.
Hello?
I thought you cut us off, bro. What the fuck, bro?
He was scolding you,
No,
sir.
my bad. Yeah.
When Theresa was saying it's something she could use, so.
Yeah, I'll use
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
use that. Yeah.
You can run,
Cool.
but
Thanks.
you
Oh,
can hide, but you
man.
can't run. Fucking hell. Well, shit. Thanks so much for giving us 3 minutes of your time, bro. Really appreciate it.
Hey, no worries.
My
Definitely,
man.
man. I mean, definitely, no. All right, guys.
Yeah, see you again, bro.
Yeah,
You know
have a
I
good
love
one,
you,
then.
bro. See you.
I love you too, bro. All right, man.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I did not expect the wheelchair joke, though.
Really? I was hoping he would come up with something.
It's quite funny, though. Yeah, but you can't run. Fucking hell. So while giving you some time to process all this shit, I'm gonna play a song by a Malaysian band. They're called An Honest Mistake, but do not take the name for granted. They are actually a very good mistake. A very nice music these guys have. Very 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 catchy, very upbeat. You know, it's something you would want to hear on a Friday night when you go to the bar and grab a few drinks with a friend. Obviously, observe social distancing. And the title of this song is called. I love the title of the song. This song is so random. I don't know why. These guys have check them out on Spotify. They have very very innovative titles for their music as well. So this song is so random. I don't know why. By An Honest Mistake. Check these guys out. Peace.
Of this broken faded picture, paint the colors of the future. Hope it lasts forever. Hey, your shoelaces aren't tight. Don't look down, you might just bite. Cavities inside your lungs. That's just a slip of the tongue. I can't sleep, I can't breathe. I'm just falling to my knees. I can't sleep, I can't breathe. I'm just falling to my knees. I'm walking home alone, watching TV in your room. Please don't turn away. Promise me that you will stay. It's another fateful day. Saw myself live in a dream. Please don't ring the alarm. Never want to feel down. Watch the tide slowly roll in. Mirror image is all I see. Secrets locked inside my heart. The key is safely in your arms. I can't sleep, I can't breathe. I'm just falling to my knees. I can't sleep, I can't breathe. I'm just falling to my knees. I'm walking home alone, watching TV in your room. Please don't turn away. Promise me that you will stay. I'm walking home alone, watching TV in your room. Please don't turn away. Promise me that you will stay. I can't sleep, I can't breathe. I'm just falling to my knees. I can't sleep, I can't breathe. I'm just falling to my knees. I can't sleep, I can't breathe. I'm just falling to my knees. I can't sleep, I can't breathe. I'm just falling to my knees. I'm walking home alone, watching TV in your room. Please don't turn away. Promise me that you will stay. I'm walking home alone, watching TV in your room. Please don't turn away. Promise me that you will stay.
Boom. An Honest Mistake. Fucking what I tell you. Love that shit. I love every single thing I play. I keep saying this because some people don't believe me. I've had people come and tell me, hey, you really sure now you like the music? Like, if I don't like it, I will not play it. Trust me. If you know me, I will never do that shit. And so, what was I gonna ask you?
Where do I see the?
Yeah, see, you can even read my mind. Oh yeah, we did this before, right? Yes. Okay.
No, I'm psychic, I'm
if
psychic.
I generally look surprised at her answer, it's because she answered it differently, and I did not expect that. Really.
He's not acting. He's not acting.
I suck at acting. I don't talk kong. So I mean, like, legit. Where do you see the Paralympics going in 10 to 20 years? You know, do you think it gets more publicity? You know, like, where do you see it?
Obviously, I hope that it will. I do see it getting a little, like, I do see it getting better lah. I think I see things in the works where they're trying to start certain things or combine, organizations or combine things that will allow a growth, I think. But really, who knows, 10, 20 years, the most I can hope for is that we will be closer to being more equal.
Okay,
and
hopefully.
Getting more publicity lah, for sure. I think that helps a lot, being represented on different platforms, TV, radio, movie, whatever.
Okay, and following the trend, it started off with 100,000 and 200,000. How long was that gap? How many years?
I don't know. I think it might have been the same year. I'm not too sure, but I think it was just I don't even know like what went on behind the scenes to what discussions were had, like who decided that, oh, let's just double it, not sure. I do remember kind of waiting because I heard like through the grapevine, like there was going to be an increase in the sum, but I didn't know who was talking, who was discussing, and then they announced that it was 200k lah, yeah, I think it's something that I also think about, like how everybody has their role. They may think that they're just one person and maybe insignificant, but then if it also depends on what kind of power you hold lah,
That's true.
Yeah, what kind of voting power, what kind of discussion power you have.
Fair enough, but I think the price will be up in a few years, 10, but it's a matter of how much.
Or bring down lah, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. If I can't go up, man, meet me down here.
Yeah, or meet in the middle.
I mean, athletes are doing it for the love of the sport, right? Who gives a fuck how much you get? You love the sport, don't you? Who gives a fuck? Materialistic motherfuckers. So anyway, before I go on and talk more and I get this whole channel banned, if you were a dish, because I am hungry, we need to eat after this. What will you be if you were a dish?
I've had time to think about this and I still don't know.
It's alright.
Chicken rice.
Chicken rice.
Super common. Everybody likes me.
Alright, what's there not to like about Theresa? She's so selfless. She is a top tier athlete. She's so kind, and she puts up with my bullshit. She actually came down again to record this session. How many people would actually do that?
You don't live very far from me lah.
Okay lah, they were one of the very few who don't need passport to go where we stay lah. Huh?
Yes.
So let's put it as that. Alright, but chicken rice.
What dish would you be? What dish would you be?
Fuck, I had this thing. I think I talked with Fias. I don't think if he asked me, but if I be a dish, at the top of my head, I don't think nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak.
Only because I love to eat nasi lemak. You
I also love to eat chicken rice.
Coconut rice, then you can have the sambal.
Yeah.
You can have the peanut and the ikan bilis.
That's the best.
Like whenever I go out and makan, right, if I don't know what to eat, as long as I pass one of the cai fan or the nasi padang, right, I see the ikan bilis and peanut, right, I'm sold.
Yeah.
I will go there, I will order that shit.
So hungry.
So I think I'm nasi lemak. So I'll talk a bit more and hold you back a little bit more. Yeah, so I think I'll be nasi lemak because people always say you gotta love yourself, right? I love nasi lemak, so I love myself.
Exactly. I think that those are words to live by. Love yourself.
Yes, love myself. It's a very hard thing to do as well. And talking about love, Nightingale, the Singaporean garage. They play garage rock, which is I like garage rock is going out of. I wouldn't say out of fashion, but less and less bands are doing it these days. And they need to bring back that feel. And what Nightingale is doing is exactly that. It's the young chaps, but they got the whole energy. When you listen to the song, the amount of energy they have, you feel like just breaking everything in your room. But please don't do that unless you have a lot of money. And the title of this song is "She Takes Away My Love" by Nightingale. The starting part of the song is fucking shook. Check it out. Peace.
Fuck this shit.
Run out.
There's baked beans. You feel like eating baked beans. Why?
You know, like spoonful of it.
I see if I got baked beans.
Hot or cold?
No, just like from.
Just like the can.
Hey, are you okay or not?
I love it.
You pregnant ah?
From the can.
I just always do.
It's like
I'll
I don't
heat
even.
it up, I'll heat
It's
it
like I
up.
don't even know you anymore.
What's wrong?
Heat it up.
Yeah, heat it up.
Why?
Warm beans ah.
Like it's fine in the can.
It's fine, but it's nicer in heated.
Like legit, would you eat baked beans from the can?
Yes.
I'm not talking. I'm talking to them.
Yes.
It's recording. like this fella.
Pole.
So what? You the open spoon and eat like hey.
Yes. God, it's from the can.
You no friend no. Yeah. Okay. Let's fist bump to this shit. Keeping the baked beans warm. Fuck yeah. All right. And yeah, you know. Let's see what your answers are to this, considering the fact that you know she eats baked beans from the can. If you were trapped on an island and you had to pick 3 people
Yes.
to be on the island with you, so basically you have to drag 3 other people to solitude with you,
Yes.
who would they be? And like, and why?
Why ah? Why is a bit harder? I think it's
If it's a bit harder, then fuck that shit, just tell me who the 3 you're gonna bring.
okay. 3 it probably would be my sister, my best friend, and my girlfriend.
Alright.
And yeah, I think just because I feel I'm the most comfortable with the 3 of them lah. Yeah, that's the simplest answer. You want to be stuck on an island with people you actually want to be around, right?
That is true,
Yeah, so I think just simplest as that lah.
Alright.
With lots and lots of cans of baked beans lah.
But got heating, must have heating
Don't
capabilities
need
lah
lah.
for you lah.
She eats it with like cold lah. Let her have it cold lah.
Just like her heart. Ooh, the look on the face. Wow.
Fire.
Okay, hell. Alright, let's see. Baked beans are one of the things. What are the 5 things you cannot do without? Would baked beans be one of them? No.
No.
Alright, just
Definitely
checking.
not. Yeah. I think would be underwear.
Alright, definitely very important. Very
yes.
important.
My phone.
Okay, fair enough. Yes. TikTok, very important.
Yeah.
Get you pissed off at all the local TikTokers and shit. I'll get to that one day though.
You should. Yeah. Headphones or like like headphones.
So they, like,
earphones.
we listen to music lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I can not disturb people.
You're like those auntie in the
Oh
fucking
my
train
God.
now.
Always. Or watching shows.
我跟你讲是不是了？walao.
It's like I'm there again.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
Very
So
just 3.
I'll kind of leave without portable charger. Would it come together with the phone?
For the sake of this, to make things easier for you, I'm a nice guy and we're hungry. Charger is a separate entity.
Okay, can. Coffee?
Okay, your coffee, like how do you like your coffee though?
Black, no sugar,
Yeah.
nothing, just
kopi o
gao.
kosong kau.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I
Yeah.
can let's just fist bump to that as well.
Yes. I forgot to say on the island, can I bring my cat?
Okay, can.
How many can I
it's like
bring?
it's no push your
Asking too
limits
much.
Okay, I give you points for the fact you're pushing the limits. You know, I like that.
Yeah, you always gotta push a little bit of the limits, you know.
Okay, one.
One. Okay lah. I think I can. I'll take that. One.
Okay.
Last one that I can't live without, I would say my wheelchair.
Fair enough.
Is it part of me?
Okay lah, wheelchair part of you.
Part of me lah. Okay lah.
It's
Very
like-
hard leh. You have to tell me also what you're gonna bring on
No,
the
but
island.
yours was already fine. The charger
Was it?
is one of the things.
Oh, charger is one. I thought you said it's already.
No, it's a separate
included.
entity.
Okay. Then charger, phone, underwear, coffee, headphones.
Headphones, huh?
Yes.
Alright, okay, fair enough. What would 5 things I cannot do without? It would be what?
Your mom.
My mom, I know who's gonna cook for me, right? Alright, my mom is not a thing.
Yeah. What about the 3 people on the island? Your
3 people
mum.
on the island. Yeah, it'll be my mom, it'll be my grandma. Because you bring cat, I bring dog,
Yeah.
obviously.
But a person.
So my mom, my grandma, that's for sure. And I'll probably take Jeevan, I guess.
Oh really?
You know,
For
comic
the-
relief.
yeah.
You know, I train with him as well.
Yeah, you need the medicine, right? Laughter.
Dr. Jeevan. And my mom and my grandma like him as well. You know, yeah,
What's the issue?
I'll probably do that. But you know, if I had a choice, I'd if I can like illegal immigrant and sneaking people also. Not.
Can.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
thinking Felicia also lah.
Okay.
But then
Can.
you know, gotta find a human sized suitcase. You know?
Or like the boat sometimes they got the under like secret
Yes.
compartment, right?
Correct.
Can lah, I think.
I mean, if I'm an island cheater, who's gonna irritate her if not me? You know, she
Exactly.
cannot live without my annoyance. So you know, yeah, we'll do that. That's the plan. And yeah, so the
5 things.
5 things. It'll be my phone, mainly because I need to listen to music. So I guess we'll do the headphones as well. My phone. So phone is one thing, right, for music. Also maybe because of TikTok. You know, okay, the thing is a love-hate relationship. I watch TikTok, you know, they got a lot of nice innovative videos on how to do things and all, as well as so much irritating fucking people on it. I've come to a point where I need to watch them to get angry to get my day going.
To fall asleep for me.
Fall asleep for you. Okay, some
Yeah.
of them, yes.
Like so annoying.
Yeah, annoying as motherfucker. So phone, headphones, and 5 things. Probably a musical instrument. Could be drums. Could be guitar. You know, something to play. And then boxing equipment. Right? Can I just use it on general like gloves, shoes, bags, everything is one like boxing equipment.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. So I'm gonna train and.
Very disciplined.
Food got not discipline. Just like, you know, after a while.
Bring
just
weapons
But then, you know, weapons and food, I would choose food.
Really? But our food will run out. You can bring weapons and then find the food. Then your mom can cook.
Oh yeah, there's 5 things on the island itself.
Is it on the
right?
island?
Oh, let's do it this way. 5 things on the
lah.
island. You know, we
There
making
might
us
be
come.
difference, yeah.
Yours will be different. Yeah, the island got no charging point.
Yeah. Solar power lah. Solar power.
Okay lah,
battery.
can lah.
Can.
Then we all get an extra volleyball.
Yes.
Just to put there. Yeah, okay, weapons, you know, and kill those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Alright, that's nice. And you know, moving on to the last question. The last question you cannot ask me back. Because you know it's exclusive to my guests.
Okay, can.
Any relationship advice for the people out there?
The people out there have to know first I'm not very experienced.
Alright, still not,
Yeah.
as long as you've had a bit of experience, more than enough.
Relationship advice, I think, personally, would be to find somebody who makes you laugh. I think that's important. And like I think it's a lot of words, right? We can always say this and that, but then ultimately it's about feeling, and it's always been that way for me. So it's about how you feel with the person, and only you yourself will know lah. You know how you feel with them and whether you feel it's right or not. So trust your instincts and trust your instincts and find somebody who makes you laugh.
So makes you laugh, trust your instincts. Okay. Find someone makes you laugh, trust your instincts. Yeah, I guess the trusting your instincts also is very, very important thing. A lot of people don't do that.
They hear it, but then they overlook it. You know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, very, very wise, very deep.
Definitely don't be with somebody who makes you cry while they're right next to you.
Oh, that one fucked up. So that one, you crying? Tissue. Wow, that one fucking. That's like a no. That's a deal breaker, man. Fuck. Then okay. I mean, that's nice, and I think you're very appreciative for you taking your time to come down, especially for the second time.
No,
You know,
no problem.
mad respect.
Third one.
Third one, three's a charm. So you know, you shed a lot of light on people as well, about the reward difference in the money, regular athletes make compared to the Paralympics, which I totally do not agree on that. I mean, we're all athletes at the end of the day, and you know, bringing this up to people, which I think is very important, is fuck the labels. You know, we judge people, but based on the individual. Don't just because they're under a certain community, everyone's like that. You know, which is a nice thing. You should reserve your judgment for people based on the individuals. You know, I think that's very important. And you know, I will leave you guys with one very nice song. And what I like about this is very exclusive. I think the only place you get to hear this song would be this channel, because there's this band called the Experryment, and they have a few tracks out there, but I don't think it's up on any. It's not up on Spotify. I don't see it up on YouTube. I don't know if it is. I may not seen it, but you know it's up or Wayvy Grayvy, that's for sure. And so the Experryment, Singaporean band, female fronted. So you want to check this song out. It's called Worse Than This by the Experryment, and it's been a nice session with Theresa Go and your man Daryl Edmund Oathbreaker Co. You know, I love you guys. Keep it all Wavy Gravy. I'll see you again. Peace. Okay, makan.
Yeah, eat time.